Whose poop here? You will find out tonight.
For uncounted years, forests of Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks in the Sierra Nevada mountains of California have been subjected to periodic burning. These burns result from many lightning fires which occur annually. Fire is an ever-present natural environmental factor like snow, rain, and sun.
And it makes Smokey Bear sad.
Of these forests and all associated life forms. The National Park Service is responsible for maintaining naturally operating ecosystems. The forest ecosystem requires fire to maintain its natural balance.
And that's the end of the film. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight.
Many days in the summer months of these high mountains are characterized by increasing cloudiness in the afternoons, coupled with violent lightning storms. Often there is little rain with such storms, and as a result, many fires are ignited.
Let's see some of those fires now. There's this one, and this one, and this one.
Lightning fires in these parks, as part of the natural environment, are allowed to burn in certain areas. Such a fire is burning before us here. The fires begin small, and most of them stay small, going out by themselves.
I thought we had to imagine it.
100 fires have burned naturally without control since 1970, and 78% were less than 1/4 acre in size.
Who said there was going to be math?
About 5% of the fires become larger, such as this one, and in doing so, fulfill a prophecy which is born anew with each lightning storm.
You will fulfill the prophecy to kill the king!
And is about 4,000 acres in size. Slow, steady burning, not wildfire burning, characterizes these high elevation fires, usually occurring over 8,000 or 9,000 feet.
Or 10, or 11, or 12, or 13, or 14, or 15. Who edited this? Richard Nixon?
This type of high elevation fire is under study by the National Park Resources Managers and researchers to monitor their effects. Prior to 1968, all lightning fires in Sequoia and Kings Canyon National
It
Parks
wasn't a
were
chicken.
vigorously put out.
It wasn't a chicken.
Fuels began to build up to dangerous levels. If allowed to continue, such fuels would result in wildfires. However, a new program was begun in 1968. In areas where
Sasquatch! Oh no! It's just that guy.
which would endanger the forest and its wildlife, lightning fires were allowed to burn naturally. Based on 20 years of fire records, 6 lightning fires, which were part of the natural environment, had been put out each year in this one drainage.
What do you think, Dave? I think it's a
Costs of
fire,
putting out the
Larry.
Fires averaged over $6,000 each year. Not only is it unnecessary to spend money to put out the fires anymore, but the danger of future disastrous fires is being eliminated.
We're looking for the missing parts of the film. Let's see if we can find them.
Natural composition of the forest.
This is the craziest movie ever.
Maintained.
You have to imagine what's happening with the fire. Where is the movie
Certain
going?
areas are selected to represent typical conditions where the fire is burning. Some heavy fuels, such as downed logs and dead trees, have accumulated
downed a
over
few
the
logs
years
last
because
night.
of former fire exclusion. Fuels including branches, needles, and other forest litter are commonly 4 or 5 inches in depth.
As you can see, this is 4 or 5 inches right here. Am I right, ladies? Let's see, 4 or 5 inches, okay. You're sitting in an anthill.
This one beginning in August burns slowly and may last.
Which one? We can't see it!
The fires mostly burn slowly down slopes and into prevailing light winds. Only occasionally do they burn rapidly uphill or with the wind. In the background, a large accumulation of fuels burn as do down logs and forest litter.
This music is ratcheting up the tension.
In certain areas, fires burn more intensely than in others, and the smaller trees are killed.
Well, it's
Large
burning pretty
accumulations
intensely.
of fuels
Yeah, it is.
are burned.
Doo-doo! Fire! Hello, Mr. Narrator?
Following the fire in this area, where many large trees are present, all of the forest litter and heavy fuel accumulations have been removed.
Somebody burned something
Following
here.
the fire, activities of
Forest
rodents and
CSI!
other animals appear to
Kabang!
continue normally.
Well, there's a pile of sawdust
1
here.
year later, a view of the same area reveals little or no erosion.
See, can't see any erosion!
And the absence of smaller trees.
Not one bit of erosion can I see anywhere. Is this like 2 movies that you have to show at the same time and they trade back and forth? Was it intermission? Oh no.
Light covering of needles has fallen, but soil still shows through. The former fire hazard has been effectively eliminated, and nutrients tied up in the dead vegetation have been released back to the soil.
Dee-dee-doo-doo-doo.
Wildlife, even this slow-moving rattlesnake, has no trouble in keeping out of harm's way. No burned animals have been found in natural fire.
I don't know, he looks pretty burnt to me.
In another vegetative type, characterized by open shrubby vegetation, fire
Hey,
behavior
who you
is
calling
similar.
shrubby?
The shrubs have been used as food by deer. Notice the cropped, hedged appearance of this shrub.
Oh, I would love to.
Manzanita.
I would love to notice it, but you're not showing me the movie! Is this what you wanted me to look at? Because this doesn't look like what you wanted me to look at.
Old manzanita shrubs, such as these, are not so nutritious.
Could you please
as
say
yet
elderly
as
manzanita
are
shrubs,
young,
please?
succulent new sprouts of the same shrub.
Oh, of course, you're
Some trees
ageist.
are eaten by deer, perhaps because of the lack of necessary food value.
That's
in the
not how you
surrounding
hold a tree,
manzanita.
sir.
Branch tips
You're gonna cut this one down for the family!
have been eaten by deer. Vegetation may be quite patchy, but even so, the fire manages to find all patches by traversing from patch to patch on interconnecting down logs.
What happened to
Small
Patch?
trees which
Was
have
that
come
Patch
in
Adams?
since man has excluded fire are killed, returning the shrubland and forest to its original open appearance.
We lit so many
During
fires to make
fires
this
in shrubby
film.
vegetation, accumulated twigs and leaves are consumed. This manzanita appears to be killed by the fire, but in actuality is renewed by it, as the primary means of reproduction is by sprouting, which
Yeah.
occurs vigorously after burning.
Let's see
Ash
that.
beds are all that is left of most down logs.
And now the manzanitas gets it on. As you can see here.
After the fire, ash depths are 2 to 3 inches. Beneath the ash, however, we find the soil moist and find rootlets still intact.
Yeah, let's see some of those
Smaller trees,
rootlets.
up to a few inches in diameter, are killed, providing more open views and decreasing competition among remaining plant species. Certain trees, such as these,
I don't know, this looks burned. What do you guys think?
unnatural numbers.
Yeah, I
They
think
are
it was
tolerant
burned
of
me
the
on.
shade of larger trees and have been unusually successful since fire has been excluded.
This is unusually successful.
Fire is turning back time to return the forest ecosystem to a
You
natural
fuck
condition.
time back time. If I could find a fire, I'd
A year
burn all
later,
the...
the ash is gone, and the soil, though exposed, is not eroded. The ash, with its nutrients, has been incorporated into the soil.
Let me clean this up.
Manzanita and other shrubs on which the deer depend for food are profusely sprouting. Sprouts a foot high or more, a year following the fire, are typical. Natural fire has
We can't show them
removed
to
these
you,
shrubs, and
but
they
trust
now
us.
provide
They're there.
desirable forage of higher food value than did the decadent predecessors. Other shrubs that do not sprout need fire to sensitize the seeds
Hello,
before they
movie.
germinate.
Movie, we're still here.
Seeds may wait in the ground for years
Hello?
until the heat of a fire starts them growing. Now at closer
There we go.
range, we see new manzanita shoots sprouting from root crowns, which are not killed by fire.
Somebody died here. There. Now you're ready for your school picture.
Here the deer have used the sprouting manzanita for food.
Where? Where? Oh. Whoa.
Water quality is seldom affected by these fires. Research performed in cooperation with the United States Geological Survey has disclosed no significant difference in water quality between burned and unburned sites. These clear running streams are also effective barriers to the spread of natural fires.
Thank
In
you,
addition
geological.
to stream barriers, large expanses of rock, common in these parks, also
Yeah.
serve as fire breaks, as do openings in the forest. To a large degree, all natural fires have predictable limits on their ultimate size and shape, as dictated by the
Like this
presence of
size.
natural
And like this
barriers.
shape.
Though fires may become large, only a small part of the total area burns at one time. Usually only the slowly advancing perimeter is burning, so smoke produced can be dissipated in the immediate area.
Look how
Healthy
smoky this
larger
is.
trees can withstand modest amounts of fire.
Oh, I'm just a modest fire. You sure got a lot of movie when you don't have much to say.
Lichen growing on these trees has led the fire into their tops, but only along their trunks. These trees were not hurt by the fire, which burned for only a few minutes before going out. Of course, some large trees are burned down. However, most of them are affected with diseases which cause rotting and openings where fires can get a foothold. Thus,
Like here.
natural fire serves as a sanitizing agent, eliminating these
The fire will cleanse the forest!
Old stumps like this one are removed,
Yeah.
as are other dangerous forest fuels.
I think they didn't finish this
Fuels
film.
continue
That's
to
what I think.
accumulate. Fires in the future could be so hot as to totally destroy the forest and its wildlife.
Oh, there we go. That's all you get to see.
The fire burns on, slowly creeping at the rate of about 50 or 60 feet per hour, giving opportunity to wildlife to temporarily leave the area.
Ooh, I gotta get out of here. It's creeping along. Bee boo boo boo. Bobby baboo, Bobby.
These small
Baba.
fir trees being consumed by flame
Which
have grown up to take the place of the giant pine. Now, with the removal of these firs, there will be an opportunity for pine seedlings to become established as they germinate and flourish on exposed soil in open, sunlit forests. Pine
Dirty,
are
dirty-
characteristic of the area,
Never
not
mind.
fir, which are unnaturally
Yeah.
favored by the exclusion of fire. Not all small trees are killed by the fire.
But most
These
are.
trees up to 6 inches in diameter were not killed, as fire burns with varying intensities, sometimes killing small trees and
Now
sometimes...
what happened to the band? There we
But
go. Okay.
generally speaking, trees less than 8 inches in diameter are removed. Around these fires, one does not have the feeling of panic, but rather a feeling of awe as this natural
Aw.
force works its way, renewing and preserving the forest and associated biota. The zone where natural fires may burn without interference from man now includes over 70% of Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks.
We would love to show you. Okay, there they
Visitors
are.
are kept informed of the location and purpose of natural fires.
But HBO got rid of the
Favor this
footage,
approach
so it could be a
to
write-off.
park Natural resources management.
We would show you all this footage, but you can't handle it all at once. Da-da-da-da-da.
A year after the fire, we find far fewer trees crowding the
Yep,
forest.
I don't see any of them.
Deep layers of ground fuel and dead down logs have been removed. Much of the old shrub cover is eliminated.
Yep, you did a good job. Can't see nothing.
New shrub growth is rapid and is providing plentiful and nutritious food for deer. The accumulation
It's all about the deer. Deer, deer, deer. What about the ground squirrels? You ever think of them?
Forest are gone. More water is made available by the removal of some competing vegetation, and areas of green grass and other herbaceous vegetation.
And the green grass grew all around and around, and the green grass grew all around. And the green grass grew all around and around, and the green grass. Yeah, if you like deer, you gotta watch the
In
squat
Sequoia
tomorrow.
and Kings Canyon National Parks, natural fire plays an important role in the evolution and preservation of forests and their associated life forms. Fire is as necessary a factor in the determination of a natural ecosystem as is rain or snow.
But
or the
not so
sun.
necessary we have to show it to you. Do, 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 do. Well, there you go. These are the people responsible for what you didn't just see. Thank you, United States Department of the Interior. Thank you, George Esper. Let's have a big round of applause for the cinematography, folks. William C. Jones and the film services guy did a bang-up job. My lord.